everybody. Daniel Allison, the average dude. I'm going to fix my shirt a little bit here, and then I'm going to say good morning to my co-host. Good morning, Fred Blanton.
Good morning, Danny Allison.
Man, I like that. That feels like I'm getting introduced before a basketball game or something, you know? And I'm going to run out on the court, and the crowd's going to go crazy.
Yeah.
And it's going to be cool.
Man, that's a good feeling, isn't it?
I don't know. You'd have to tell me. I remember when you played for the Bowling Springs Bulldogs at Bowling Springs High School in Spartanburg, South Carolina. What was it like running out onto that floor for you?
It was unbelievable, man. Woo! Go Bulldogs!
I love it. I love it. Good morning, Russ Hammond. I wonder if Russ Hammond ever got out on the basketball court at all. You think Russ is a hooper?
Probably at Cleveland Park at some point in time.
Oh, yeah, a little Cleveland Park action. I went out there a few times. Aaron Jacob had said, good morning, plus, I don't know what, 6, 7, 8 of the exclamation marks.
Bonjour.
I love it. Hey, we know Joe is in the house, so we're going to have some incredible quotes today. That is one thing. And Joe, I think, knows most of his by memory. I have to use AI to get to my good quotes.
Deep Thoughts by Joe.
Deep Thoughts by Joe. So, Joe, don't disappoint us. What'd you think of the workout this morning there, Fred Blanton?
I tell you what, I was absolutely soaking wet when I got home.
Were you?
It wasn't nothing dry.
Oh yeah. I was too, and my hat was wet. And I thought, why did my hat get wet? I don't remember it raining on my hat.
Yeah, well, typically you don't work hard enough to sweat through your hat, but today the way the temperature was, the humidity, you may have done it.
You know what? I was going to save this. I was going to save this for later in the show, but now, because of this, I'm going to have to add something to the stage. You remember the old Etch-a-Sketch?
Oh, yeah.
Now I was going to use that Etch-a-Sketch to make a point later on in the broadcast, but now, what does it say there?
Fred skipped bear and whatever that last word is. I'm not sure.
That's bear crawl, and that's an exclamation mark. So
okay.
Yeah,
but I thought it was just like a deep south crawl.
You know what I like? You know why I wanted to show that Etch-a-Sketch?
Why?
Because I thought of that toy last night. As we get older, we think, oh man, time's running out. I don't have time to do all those great things that I wanted to do when I was younger. And we've been sitting there and we've been turning the dials on life. And we're going here and there, and there's a big old mess. I never was good with the Etch-a-Sketch. But The thing I loved about it, Fred, what did you do after you finished with that? When you got your first little sketch done, what were you able to do?
You could erase it.
You grab that thing and you shake it. Sounded like sand in it. But what's happening is all that mess, all that stuff that we had, we were going here, we were going there, we're going here, we're going there. I'm gonna shake it up and I'm done with it, and I'm gonna start over.
Okay.
I think that's a big deal.
Do you?
I do. I think I want to talk about that today. I want to talk about how, as we get older, sometimes. I'm looking for a quote. Sorry.
Well, the fact that you put a wrong message on the Etch-a-Sketch is a bit disturbing.
Oh, okay. So you're still thinking about the message. So let's go back to the message before I start trying to get people's minds right. Let's go back. Let's address the message. Tell me, why is that wrong, Fred Blanton?
Because after I ran extra like a lot of us did, but you chose not to, I got back up to the top of the garage and you said, hey, did you get your bear crawl? And I was like, no. So I went back and did it.
Hey, you know what? He did go back and get it. But I had to have a little fun with him, folks. He can't have all the fun picking on the average dude. I got to pick on Fred some too. Hey, look at here. Paul Pappy in the house. Let's do this, Paul. I love seeing Paul here live. I also love seeing this lady, Vicki Watts. Good morning, Vicki. Great to have you here. We've got more comments, and we're going to look at these comments. So much more appreciation of George Washington. Trust is the operative word. Be courteous to all that intimate with few, and let those few be well tried before you give them your confidence. George Washington. I love that. And trust is a big deal, isn't it, Fred?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. What else you got on your mind? I see it. Fred's thinking about. He's looking at different comments while I'm talking, and then I'm getting a short return. What are you looking at? Wipe the slate clean, Paul Pappy. Wipe the slate clean. That's absolutely right. Fred just threw Daniel under the energy bus. Hey, if you've been here often, you will see that happens often. Now, what I will say, though, we got out there, we challenge each other, we push each other. It's fantastic. Loved my Etch-a-Sketch. Was not good at it either, Daniel. Start over, redo, prioritize what is important, and begin again. So I wanted to talk about starting over. You know, me and Fred, everybody's on their own journey, and it's never too late to be what you might have been. On 11/11/14, that's when I started my personal development journey. So maybe this is not applicable to Fred's journey, and maybe not to anyone out there either. But I had going on 40 years old, and I needed to make a change, and I knew that I needed to do something, and I feel like these were my questions. Am I enough? Am I a failure? Is it over?
And this is in
11/11/2014. I call it being buried in the trifecta: regret, shame, and guilt. And when you're in that state, and you're pushing 40 years old, well, then all of these, that's when it's nice to hear these sorts of things. The first half of life is for learning. Second half of life was for applying what you've learned. And that sounds good. But here's the types of thoughts. I feel lost and alone. No one understands what I'm going through. So let's go through a couple of these. These are things that we may have been thinking. I want to find purpose, but I don't know where to start or if I'm good enough. I'm ashamed of my struggles. That's a big deal. I need a team or a mission to feel energized, but I don't feel like I have the support. So I think, Fred, as I was sitting there thinking about it, I wanted to do a show like this because I went through that. So maybe there's other folks out there that need the same thing, right? Absolutely. That's why we need a group to connect with, to really connect with. And so that's why here in Spartanburg, South Carolina, I think the Energy Hub, this is the idea that I have where we can work together and to do some amazing things. Fred, what are you thinking right there? You're laughing. What you laughing at?
No, the Energy Hub.
The Energy
Hub.
Hub.
Great idea, but everybody needs a little energy. Everybody needs a team. Everybody needs some support. Everybody's story is different. People have been through what you're going through. Let's talk about it. Let's energize our way out of it, and let's all reach potential.
Amen, brother. That's what I was looking for. So we've got 5. I've got 5 things here.
Let me tell you something real quick. This is what happens. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes fear will hold people back from taking action. Okay?
Yeah.
And that paralysis of fear will lead to a lack of productivity, right? You're not doing anything. Therefore, you're not productive. And then the lack of productivity turns into regret. God, I feel so bad about myself. I'm not doing anything. And then it's a vicious cycle. You have to get out of that cycle.
Absolutely.
What you got for us?
No. That you're hitting it there. You're hitting it. Let's hear it. Let's every day. Let's see. I'm good enough. I'm strong enough. And gosh darn it, people like me. Stuart Smalley. Aaron Jacobs pulled out the Stuart Smalley. I love the George Washington quote too. Joe said, every day we need to wipe the slate, not only to be with the Etch-a-Sketch parameters, but to expand beyond them. That's right. Become the better version. We cannot change the past, but we can choose a better response. Not everyone will get on board with you, but that's what the right people will. Absolutely. So this is what I've got. I've got the power of now, right? When we think about the past doesn't matter. There's no power in the past. The past is in our mind. And really, we can watch the same basketball game and we have a different viewpoint of what happened in that game. So when we look back trying to find ourselves, who we are will always be found in the present moment. So the power of now. I love that book by Eckhart Tolle. This is one that I like to do. I like to journal my truth. I like to write down what I'm thinking and feeling. Fred loves it too. I see him with that journal everywhere. Look at him. He's writing something down right now. He sleeps on it. Look at him. He looks comfortable. And here, you know what? I love the fact that Fred doesn't journal because these things, this isn't a one size fits all. Everything that we talk about here, folks, everybody apply as needed. Right, Fred?
Absolutely.
Connect. Connection.
You've got to have people. You've got to connect to people, period.
You got to connect to yourself. I mean, we've all seen this. If there's no energy, there's no connection. We've been in networking groups, the traditional kind. We've been on teams. We've been at Sunday service and not been connected and no energy, right? When we are connected to ourselves, we're connected with the team, we're connected with the room. When we are connected, good things are happening. And we do that on the human being level. So that's where we're headed with a lot of this. Set small purpose, win the day. So it can be overwhelming. Man, my entire life is a complete and total utter failure. What can I do about it? Win the day. Right? I mean,
yeah. It starts early. If you wake up and go get you a cup of coffee, that's your first win.
That's right.
Your second win can be making it to a workout or walking around the block. Third win's making the bed.
And away we go.
You got the capabilities to drive to your office.
Gratitude is the attitude, baby. Embrace courage. What Fred said. At the end of the day, it's never going to be easy. The world and all of the pressures and all of the things that we face, we're still going to have to be courageous. But when we are courageous, and I can say this from experience, we're going to do things that scare us, obviously, but then we're going to start building our confidence and we're going to feel better about ourselves. And we're going to reverse what we had talked about earlier. Now Fred is journaling and I love to see it. See how this show has impacted him.
It was immediate impact.
Immediate impact. I love it. But Fred, you're going to have the final thought on today's episode. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Thanks so much for all the comments. I hope your minds are right. We got a Tuesday to dominate. Fred?
Tuesday. I like number 5 right there. Embrace courage. Because if you have a fear of taking action, embrace the courage to move forward.
I like it. Stay courageous. Do something courageous today. And let's roll. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Uh-oh, I better hit the end of the stream. And now bye.